dudes? If you are new here, my name is Marky and welcome to my channel, and if not, welcome back. Yay! Today's video is all about my first trimester symptoms, cravings, necessities, and then I'll show you my little baby pooch. So I'll go over symptoms first. I found out very early on that we were pregnant. We had been trying and we had a loss a few months prior to this, so obviously I was very aware and tracking everything. I think I found out at like 3 weeks, like maybe 6 days, something crazy early. We were outside walking and I was like, I just really don't feel myself. Like I didn't feel bad, or I don't know. I just was like, I think I should probably take a pregnancy test. I feel like something's up. It just felt different than it had before. So that's kind of how it led into it. I didn't necessarily have a ton of typical pregnancy symptoms. I didn't start throwing up until maybe 7 to 8 weeks. 8 weeks kind of really ramped it up for me. I was just kind of having a little bit of throw ups here and there, and then as soon as 8 weeks hit, I was out of control throwing up, so that was really cute. Love that. I'm still throwing up. So I'm in my second trimester, very much so. I'm 16 weeks, so still puking. That's all right. I was actually diagnosed with HG, which is hypermimesis gravidarum. The most ridiculous set of words to ever come together as a couple. That's why it's called HG. And that is when you have severe throwing up and sickness in your pregnancy. And it doesn't necessarily stop at the magical 12-week mark or 10-week mark or whatever one says their throwing up stops. It just kind of keeps lingering, and that is what's happening to me. Super chic because Kate Middleton also had it through her pregnancies. I'll come back to the HG. So other than that, I was very bloated around starting 6 weeks to about 8 weeks. And then since I really couldn't keep any food down, I wasn't bloated after 8 weeks for pretty much the entire time until up to kind of last week. So like around 15 weeks, I started bloating up again. So now I'm pretty much bloated throughout the day. I look pregnant, I feel like, because I'm bloated, but when I wake up in the morning I have no pregnancy look at all, so that's pretty funny. Yeah, so I pretty much just went from bloated to extremely ill, and very, very, very tired, like dumb tired, like who am I tired? So that one sucks a ton because so first of all, I have ADHD, and I mean, you can tell by my hands, honestly. I'm very much a mover and a groover all day long, and I do a ton of shit all day long, and that just ceased to exist pretty much as soon as the baby made its home in my uterus. So that is pretty funny. Hate that one. But other than that, I haven't really had a ton of symptoms. I'm having a lot of food aversions because I guess that kind of goes with the HG. So a lot of things are making me sick, but I'll talk about that when I talk about my cravings. But back to the HG, because it kind of goes into cravings. So if you are suffering from that, I do have some tips. There's nothing you can really do or fix, and I'm so sorry, but just know it happens and it's not that abnormal. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty that you're throwing up. Just kind of do anything you can to keep some stuff down, and that's just how it is. So moving into some cravings. So since I couldn't keep really any solid foods down, I'm still kind of having a hard time with big meals. I can't eat any fast food right now, and if you know me, I am the fast food queen, okay? So that sucks, but I guess it's probably better for the baby that I'm not eating fast food. So that's fine. So the first thing you're going to need are these. So any type of cracker is usually good, but the saltines, my friend, this is it. These are minis too. I mean, like, you can be fun with it. You can still be cute while you're puking. Minis. I'm actually gonna have one right now. Uh-oh. I also have another friend who thinks that she's pregnant and really likes these. You want one? She loves the saltines, and I don't understand why. And it just cracks me up. So, for like weeks, I was so sick, and this cute little sweetheart pupper would just eat saltines with me in bed. So, saltines are gonna be a best friend. They're never gonna make your stomach hurt. You can eat 1,000 of them, and it's gonna work out fine. I don't know why. This is how it goes. Your next friend. I find even if you're lactose intolerant, because I am lactose intolerant. I'm sorry, that's all I have. I didn't pull any more out of the box. Is going to be an Ensure. So, let me focus it for you. These are the strawberry ones. Strawberry is really good. I like all the flavors. They're gonna help you keep some like nutrients and vitamins down that you otherwise probably aren't getting. They're probably actually good for your entire pregnancy, even if you aren't really experiencing a lot of throw up, just because they're pretty good for you, and they're kind of like a help of a meal replacement if you're having aversions like me to a lot of foods. And then my next friend is freaking Jello, okay? And this is also a friend. She needs to be mentioned. She needs attention. Jello has been my savior during this pregnancy. I've never been a Jello eater my entire life. Jello's good, don't get me wrong, but I never like purposely buy it to like continuously consume it. I should own stock in Jello at this point. You should be able to keep Jello down. This should be a good one. Your body won't even notice that you're eating it, so it'll be very refreshing and good when you're not throwing up. I also have a Pomeranian down here, but she is too low to the ground to be able to see her. You want a saltine too? You guys are crazy. So. So other than stuff like this, I wasn't able to keep down mashed potatoes. That's like a big thing that they suggest to you. No. Pudding is actually pretty good, so I should have brought all the puddings out I have in my fridge. Applesauce is gonna be great. I've been living in cinnamon applesauce. Love it. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, any type of fruit. So that's been one of my pregnancy cravings, is just fruit on fruit on fruit on fruit on fruit on fruit. I eat so much fruit every day. I am becoming a fruit. And that I've always been able to keep down, so I have never thrown up fruits. Cucumbers are really great. They're also going to keep you hydrated, and they're really good for pregnancy. Watermelon is like a pregnancy wonder drug, pretty much. Also really suggest the watermelon. So yeah, hopefully any of these tips kind of help you, and you can keep some food down if you're experiencing what I'm experiencing. The only kind of saving grace in what I've been going through is that I don't really experience the typical morning sickness. I really go throughout my day and I'm fine. However, when I'm hungry, I am nauseous as fuck, okay? And then right after I eat, I then become nauseous again and I have to throw it up. So that's a bummer, dude, but that's just how it goes, I guess. But yeah, so other than that, I guess because I'm just getting the nauseous out of me, I really only experience it like that. Now a little more into my cravings. This is a big question everyone's asking me. I have very weird cravings. I don't know why this baby is so strange. I do, because we're very strange people, and that's fine. So one of my huge cravings is salmon. Any type of salmon, anyway. I am just obsessed with salmon right now, and that really took me for a surprise. I did not expect to be so obsessed with eating salmon. So that is a very interesting one. I already mentioned fruit. Any type of fruit I'm like mouth watering over. I haven't really craved like anything bad. So I don't know. At the beginning of my pregnancy, like at the very early stages before I started throwing up, I really wanted cake and cookies, but that's about it. And I'm back to not eating that because that's not typically something I reach for anyway. I'm very much like a salt, 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 not a sweet, sweet, sweet. Ooh, speaking of that, so, and my other huge craving is salt and vinegar chips. They have been life-saving. For some reason, like halfway through my really bad throw-up error, I discovered that salt and vinegar chips are really working out for me, and I don't throw them up. So they have been like my everyday obsessed with salt and vinegar chips. We all have to do something, you know what I mean? So then, aside from that, I haven't had too many cravings yet. I have had a lot of aversions, like I have said, so I can't eat any meat right now. Chicken and beef, like the thought of it is makes me like sweat. It like makes me gag. Like I don't know why. It just like beef, chicken, pork. I'm serious. And also, if you know me, you know I'm a big like rare steak eater. Outback is my favorite restaurant. It's called Outback Steakhouse, and I don't know what is happening to my life. So pretty funny on that. And then, well, so one of my other really big cravings is also popsicles, especially the firecracker red, white, and blue popsicles, but like a specific one because they make like two kinds, not the ones with the jokes on them, the other ones. So I don't know. All right, so enough of my craziness with my cravings and my vomiting. Let's move on to my first trimester must-haves. These are also going to go into my second trimester. I don't have a ton because I haven't, so I'm not showing yet. I can still sleep on my stomach very comfortably. Nothing is really happening, so I haven't needed like a belly band. I haven't needed any maternity clothes. I haven't needed a pregnancy pillow. So I'm thinking that by the time I do this for our second trimester update, that maybe I'll have some of those things by then. But currently, nada. But I am going to show you some of the things that I am swearing by right now, and they're all belly oils and body creams. So we have the Clarins. This one is the tonic treatment oil. Hicking. I'm trying not to cuss too much so this doesn't get flagged and like none of you see it, but it's really hard for me. Yeah, so the tonic treatment oil, lit. Even if you are not pregnant, I would still probably highly suggest this. It is supposed to be so good for, you know, stretch marks, anything, all of it. I mean, it's nuts for butts over here. They have it at Sephora. I've been ordering it from Sephora. I'm sure like Nordstrom's carries it because usually they carry this brand, and I'm sure they have it on their website. I think they also have another one. Maybe it's a different type. It's not the tonic treatment oil possibly. So yeah, so this is firming and toning. But yeah, any of this is fantastic. Another one I really like, and you can tell because it is beat to fuck and just a mess, and I just ran out of it and I need to order another one, is this Stretcheal. So this is anti-stretch marks and scars cream, repair, reduce, remove, firm, smooths, and tones, natural, safe, and finest. I think this is one of the, or this might be #1 in top stretch mark creams for 2020 for pregnancy. So it's safe for pregnancy. So highly suggest that one. And then my old faithful Sol de Janeiro, the Bum Bum cream, just ran out. I'm supposed to be getting a delivery of it today. I wish you could smell on camera. This I use for my entire body. It is supposed to be really good for stretch marks and everything like that. I do want to mention though, however, I think that stretch marks are mainly hereditary. I don't know the full science behind it because there's not like, I mean, who knows like what really happens. Obviously, when you stretch your body out, you do have more of a chance of getting stretch marks. That's normal, completely fine. I just don't want my skin to like tear itself. Not that I don't want stretch marks, I just don't want my skin to be like distressed, and like it's also, I hear that it gets like really itchy if you have like a ton of stretch marks, and I'm just trying to save myself from anything other than what I've already gone through in this pregnancy. So that's why I'm suggesting that. It's also always really good to nourish your body on the outside anyway, because dry skin leads to a bunch of other really not great stuff that if you can try to avoid, I would try to avoid. So would just like to put that out there. But yeah, I've heard that stretch marks are technically, I think a lot of times, hereditary. So if your mom had gotten stretch marks with you, you probably are more prone to getting stretch marks. If not, then probably not. But I mean, anything can happen. We can go any single way. I haven't seen anything yet. But like I said, I'm not showing yet, and nothing's really happened to my body yet, except my boobs are gigantic. Oh, there's another symptom I left out. Giant boobs. I know this doesn't happen to anybody, but I knew this would happen to me because this happened to my mom, and I have my mom's exact boobs. TMI, I know, but I just had to make it make sense for you. So yeah, that is pretty funny to me, and they're just getting bigger, and they hurt for a good 10 weeks solid. They're just kind of now calming down. They don't hurt as bad as they did. They're still very sore, but baby, painful. Like, couldn't even brush, okay? Couldn't even brush it. It was so bad. So other than stuff like that, I would suggest trying to take a prenatal. My prenatals didn't make me sick. It's like the only thing that didn't, just food did, so I've been able to keep my prenatals down. If you are planning to get pregnant, I would also suggest taking a prenatal up to 3 months prior to getting pregnant. It's just good for you and the baby to kind of build up all of that stuff in your system anyway. The prenatal that I am taking that I have loved my entire pregnancy is called Theranatel Complete. I'll link it down below for you from Amazon. It's a little pricey. I was able to get like a generic version from my doctor, so I don't have to pay like the price of it, but it is such a good prenatal. Like it has so much. So, and that is one you have to physically swallow, so if that bothers you, I also do like the Smarty Pants prenatal formula. It is a gummy. They are really yummy. So they look like this. Just little gummies. That's just what you want to know. So what I was doing is I would take my prenatal in the morning, obviously. Typically most people do. Not eat anything for about an hour and a half to make sure it like got into my system. But if I ate and then immediately threw up, I would then grab these and just kind of like hopefully get some stuff back in there just in case I lost some while throwing up. So then other than that, my other favorite thing is the Garden of Life Doctor Formulated Probiotics Once Daily Prenatal. So that is this guy. I'll also link this. I get this from Amazon. I have to have a prenatal. My digestive system is just a nightmare anyway, and then when you're pregnant, a whole bunch of other stuff just really fucks up and it's like a mess. So really suggest these. I love them. They're safe for pregnancy. I've been using them my entire pregnancy and they've been working great. So, and no refrigeration required or anything like that. So highly suggest on those. Yeah, so I feel like I've covered mostly everything I wanted to cover. Pregnancy brain is real, so I never remember anything that I'm doing and or want to say, so I probably should have written a ton of stuff down. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we covered everything. And you guys want to see the bump? The bump? Alright, here we go. I literally just have this little tiny pooch that's literally just right here. Like, that's just it. Just this little boop. And keep in mind, I'm also really bloated right now from just eating during the day. But yeah, so that's it. Really, I mean, it's quite nothing, honestly. But I love it nonetheless. Alright, my dudes, thanks for coming, showing up, wanting to follow along on this wacky wild journey that I am embarking on. Hopefully any of this helped. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the little box down below. I'll do my best to get back to everybody. Follow me on Instagram. I've been posting a lot more updates on there. And yeah, thanks for coming.